Hello everybody, my name is Roy Durantes and I'm going to be your host for The Talent Factory. Now, what is this show about? Let me tell you. It's all about you, your talent. What's your talent? What we're going to be doing is looking for people in the Valley, Mexicali, and even Yuma, Arizona, and we're going to be asking you, what's your talent? And we're going to highlight your talent, your skills, and we're going to be looking for talented people and find out what is it that they do to develop their talents. So every month we're going to have tips for you. We're going to call them talent tips. And we're going to have so many in every show, and I think you're going to find them very useful. Now, I'm going to be working with a team. These are my friends, and they're going to be helping me. Erica Willis, Bethany Pineda, Arturo Barrios Jr., and Jada. These are the people that are going to be helping me to find out what your talent is and how to develop. First person we're going to go talk to is Charla Teeter Stevens. She's the executive director of the Imperial County Film Commission. We found her at the Buttercup Sand Dunes. They were having an old Star Wars celebration. This is what she had to say about talent and how she is developing her talents.
Today we're out here discovering the desert and celebrating everything Star Wars. We have different activities for the family, and that you can come and you can color with a stormtrooper, you can make a button, you can take a picture with many of the different characters from Star Wars. You can do trivia questions, you can take a tour out to the Return of the Jedi's Sarlacc monster pit. Talent is something that you have a passion for. Talent is something that you want to put your time and your energy into, and it's something that you just, in your heart, you just love. So I think that's what talent is. Talent comes in many different forms. Whether it's performing or it's art and drawing, singing, those are the things that we really think about as talent. But I think that talent goes wider than that. There's people that are talented at organizing events like this. There's people that are talented with numbers that I am not. There's many different talents that you can have. So I think talent is just something in your soul and your gut that you love and you want to spend time and energy on. I think there are innate talents that you're born with. I do believe that some people can sing and some people can't, and you can try and develop that, but it doesn't always happen. So I think that talent is something that you are born with. I think that you can develop it into something great if you're willing to put the time and energy into it. People have skills that they can develop that they aren't necessarily born with, and I think that they can work hard at that. But some things are just innately talented. I think developing talent takes a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time. Ballet dancers, they sacrifice all kinds of things when it comes to their feet and their time, and that translates to things like this. We are all sacrificing a Saturday and time and energy, and so it really comes down to your heart and your sacrifice and your time.
So there you have talent tip number one is invest in your talent. Invest time and energy. List down your talent, identify it, and make a plan on how you're going to develop, and then work your plan. I'm here in Calexico at the Art Explosion, which is really an exhibition of the talent of Hildy Carrillo, who was chosen to be the Artist of the Month. Now, Hildy's going to tell us what it feels like to be a talented artist, besides also the director of the Calexico Chamber of Commerce.
Well, this is the closing reception of the Art Explosion art exhibit, and it's also a chamber mixer. The Art Explosion, I was chosen as Artist of the Month, and so the whole room is full of my art, and it's an incredible gift to any artist because you have to usually pay for space, and there isn't any space, and so therefore for them to say, you have the gallery for a week, I said, hey, all right, I'm in. And so this is my work a lot. Most of it is abstract and very colorful, and I have tons of art. So this is just a little sampling of all the things I have. It's abstract, totally abstract, and it's totally to make me feel relaxed. I do it for myself. I usually don't have shows, but I post things on Facebook, and I just enjoy doing it. And instead of eating or drinking or taking pills. I paint. I do these very fast. That's why there's so many of them, because it doesn't take me very long to do. It's very therapeutic for me, and I've been doing it since I was 4 years old. So I've gone through different styles, different media, so I've been doing it since I was 4. So when you're 4, you start off with Crayolas, and so you move on. You move on. I'm very creative, so therefore I've got to get it out somehow. So I do it this way. Just go for it. Don't wait for somebody to okay what you're doing, and don't wait for, yes, you should take art classes, and yes, if you want to get a degree in art, if you're going to be an art teacher, that's great. But if you do something and you enjoy it, just go for it, because more than likely, because you enjoy it so much, other people will enjoy it.
And that's talent tip number 2. Do it for yourself. Yeah, that might sound kind of selfish, but unless you truly enjoy it, unless you're passionate about it, you're not going to develop it. So yeah, do it for yourself. Hey, you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you watching this TV show. I want to know what your talent is. I want you to videotape yourself doing your talent, and I want you to send me a link to your video, because I want to put the spotlight on you. So yeah, you. I'm talking to you. What's your talent? Talent can come to you through an inspiration. Maybe something you see, maybe something you did, or maybe even a family member like Lorena Verduzco of Master Fates. She says that her mother was her inspiration.
Customer service is like number one, to make the client feel comfortable and feel happy, and introduce yourself and have a little consultation with them, and just hear them out what they want, and so then you could do the job and get it done right. There's a lot of barbers out there, a lot of cosmetologists that they don't just stay in one focus of doing one type of hairstyle or one type of color. It's just they actually get more prepared to do different colors and different sections of cutting and doing designs and different things with color. A lot of things it's a lot more creative nowadays, the barbering and the whole cosmetology. So yeah, it's an art. You can do color, you can use different colors and be creative with your hair. I actually look at the age, the way they dress, and I see also their shape of their face. And I always recommend what looks good on them when they don't know what they want. And most of the time they actually feel confident with what I tell them, the information I give them, and they let themselves in. At the end, they're very happy and they're super happy, and it actually looks good. Their haircut looks pretty good after that style. You have to have a talent to cut hair, because a lot of people can go and study for it, but not everybody makes it. Not everybody sticks with it because it's something that they just can't do, or they don't find themselves being able to do it after all. So you do have to have that creativity, that talent, and that persistence of wanting to know and learn more. I feel happy. I feel happy to make people feel happy and good about themselves, and make a makeover. Sometimes I have to do makeovers on people, and it's awesome. From long hair to real short, from dark to light, and it's just makes them look younger, and some look, it just all depends. But yeah, it feels great. It feels great to be able to provide that and give them that experience. We create a lot of friendships, and most of the time it's not just doing cutting hair, but we also become counselors, and we listen and we give good advice, and of course, yes, God always first. And so yeah, it's awesome. It's great. I always recommend doing barbering or hair, just because if you want to be free with what you do, and not only free, but just 10 months is not a long time. It's not a long time to do hair and get your license, but you do have to be willing to learn and be willing to update and be willing to keep being that persistence. Because if you're not persistent, I didn't know how to do anything when I started, but I was willing to learn, and I was willing to keep moving forward with it. So that's just 9 years later, thank God, we have a business, and we're still learning. We never stop learning, in this industry. So just want to say it's a God-given talent, and I'm super happy with what I do, and I'm just thankful.
So there's talent tip number 3. Do it to make others happy.